Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong and welcome to the Back Office Teardown Lab. I have had a day of fail. I was running a computer. I say computer, I bought this on the eBay and I kind of, it said it was faulty, could have been water damaged, and I went in and the board was a bit crusty and I cleaned it up and it's just immaculate. But one of the connectors from the keyboard was a bit corroded on that graphite mylar and I just couldn't get it. No matter what I did, I couldn't get it working. Only some of the keys worked, and that's annoying because you can use it as an independent keyboard like a word processor and then plug it into your computer and hit send and it'll type it all into the computer into your like Word document or whatever instantly, and you have all of these files. And I was really looking forward to using that. That's one of the few times that's something that I really wanted to, so I felt super annoyed when it didn't work. Anyway, let's not dwell, because I've been dwelling on that for the most part of a very, very stressful day and then a stressful evening with that. So let's work on this. This is my Nintendo Game Boy, the original one that I had as a kid, which I did the backlight bivert mod, and you can see not good. I've got a line on the screen and I have to turn it at really weird angles. I can kind of see the screen is there, but it's all craput. So I'm just kind of hoping we can recover this. I'd really be annoyed if I have to bin my original Game Boy from my youth, but not to worry. I'm sure I can get another Play It Loud blue, but that's not the point, is it? Effectively, I broke this. That's really what I'm saying. It was working before and now I broke it. So let's see if I can redeem this day and possibly this week by getting this working. So we take out the screws. So we could title this video, couldn't we? Nintendo Game Boy line fix thing. And just a quick update as well. There's loads of other things on the go. So many projects. These Atari ST cartridges will be reverse engineering at some point soon as well. I think we have to take the battery out. If I'm not mistaken, there is a screw in the battery bay, and there is two. Phew. I was almost thinking, have you lost it? Look at the goodness of this. This unit is so clean. Normally Game Boys, when you see them, they're really rank, and that's because they were sort of owned by filthy kids. Not this one. It's like mint. Should have kept the box. Right. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Here we go. Pop out the ribbon. Okay. Let's. I'm just looking at this to try to familiarise myself with what we did. It's hard to see, actually, isn't it? I can't remember at all how this went down. Everything, of course, is in that side of the lid, so it's all a bit tricky. If you can test these. I remember trying to fix a Game Boy. You can sort of jury rig up bits and bobs, like power supplies to power it up on some fly leads, and you can hook the screen up so you can just about get it going. You don't have to put it all in the box every time, is what I'm saying, because that would be a very slow cycle time on your debugging process. Now I do have a big box next to me of Game Boy parts from Elliot Cole, who's the Retro Future, and you should go and see his stuff. His channel is just rocking it. He is what YouTube love right now. The YouTube peeps are loving that kind of content, that kind of presentation, and his charisma. So go watch him if you want to watch something decent where the Game Boys get fixed as opposed to get broke. Because I do the breaking, it seems, today. Okay, we're almost there. Crikey, there's a lot of screws. This is why these things were so tough. A lot of screws in the chassis. Oh, I'm going to do a video on this just to show you while we're on handhelds. I got this off Chrissy and I fixed it. So I can't remember if I did a video on this or not, but look. 3D printed parts. So I had to design a new knob for this, but that is a success story. So at least I can try to focus on that and less on the Alpha Smarts. So try to pop this out. There are some clips, if I'm not mistaken. Where are they? Oh, it's probably these white things, is it? It's just like you're starting again, isn't it? Starting from scratch. No idea what we're up to. Something here is preventing it from going. But I don't think it's those white things. I'm going to turn it around, just have a look. I think the screen will go. There we go. It's all working its way a bit loose now. There. Nothing to see here, folks. So all of the badness, all of the mess is there. There's a whole load of layers that we added to put that backlight in. So in order to test this, our best bet though is to still try to hook up power and everything to it. So I'll work on that and then we'll come back. Batteries are in, cartridges in. Let's power this brute up. Oh. Don't know why I didn't turn on first time. Ah, that's looking good. With no mess. Damn it! I don't know what the problem is. Ah, hang on. Look. I'm fiddling around the ribbon connector here. And there's the bivert valve. Bivert valve. Why the hell did I say valve? That's from something. Anyway, what I'm going to do is let's touch up the bivert chip. Bivert valve. What the heck is a bivert valve? Oh, that's from central heating. If you're into the old central heating boilers, you might have come across a bivert valve. And while that's happening, I'm going to trim the edge of that ribbon cable. I'll show you how to do that. And I'm going to show you a really cool product that I bought recently, and I'm not affiliated to WD-40, but this is their specialist fast drying contact cleaner, and it is amazing. If you put it on your cartridges, not on the paper, don't get it on the paper label, and your cartridge slots like that, get that in there and wang it in a few times. That'll clean off any corrosion and you'll just not need to blow in your cartridge anymore. That'll just work right off. So I got my soldering iron heating up nicely to the side. I'm going to bring that over here. So yeah, WD-40 fast drying contact cleaner. And what's cool is it's got this built-in stick for a change so you don't lose it. But if you fold this down so it's out of the way, that is also a spray if you need to spray like a vast area. So we might actually do a little bit of a squiz in that too. That makes sense, doesn't it? But be careful. It is a little bit, shall we say, not toxic, but it is a solvent. So you don't want to get it in places that you don't want to get it because you'll melt labels off things. And if you've got a little brush or something, get in there. Clean those filthy contacts. But you'll see there was some ink or something on there that I drew on when I was marking this all out when I did the mod, and that's just melted off. So the iron is hot. It's definitely hot. So just going to have a look at that mod that we made, make sure it's all sitting nicely and sound. It looks good. It looks real good to me. I don't know if just touching it was affecting the signals, because remember these things are going to be some sort of high frequency signals going on. I don't know if I've got a little bridge there. I think I might have made a little bridge here, so I'm just going to make sure that it's okay. They're all connected to the same thing anyway. Nice. That's a nice strong looking blob there on the ground. And these are the legs. I think they're fine. I'm going to push this down, make sure there's no... It's not tense, so I'm pushing it down, make sure there's no tension in it. Oh, we're dropping everything here today. And then we're going to get the screen in again. Now, what I would advise, if you want to, there's two tricks you can use. If this is hopelessly bad, trim just like 1/2 millimeter off that and then shove it in, and it'll just have a different face to the existing connector, and it might bite. Probably will work, to be honest, if you do that. There's another option. Use one of these itchy, scratchy pens, and you could just try to remove the tarnish with a fibre pen, or, which is going to be my technique today, is to use our new contact cleaner with a brush. Just give that a little old polish. Oh, it's looking nice and shiny. And I also have an old lens cloth. These are quite good. You know, the ones that just come with sunglasses or spectacles? They're gentle. They're gentle. They do a good job. A good, gentle job. Right. Now, of course, when we do this, the screen does have a lot of ground contacts, that spring contacts that it's expecting to touch onto that. So we might have to be aware and try that in case when we're touching it we're affecting that somehow. You can always solder a wire for ground if you're really concerned. That is looking good to me. Now I'll tell you what, as a little treat, I'm going to wrap this up, and I'm just going to wrap this video up by showing you something cool that I got in America. Yeah, hey! A bit of Tetris. You can see we're back, and it is of course working. Let's pop that volume down a little bit. The screen looks alright. I think we're all gonna be okay. Now, I did promise to show you something a little bit more fancy, a bit different, but look at that! Yeah! The massive Game Genie attachment, and there was a little hole in the back, and you think, what's in that hole? Well, I'll tell you what's in that hole. The book! And I went through the book and tried to find a game title that I have that is in the book. So that's the hard part, because I don't really have that many games. I only used to play Zelda mainly. So I do have the book. It does have codes in it, and I noticed when you boot it up, it plays a do ominous tune. So you've code screen, codes on off. So I don't know what that does. I think code screen's a bit like a reset. Come back to this main screen here. And then I think the other one, codes on off, is just to turn on and off the features. So looking in the little Tetris book, you says, need one line to finish game B. Okay, so should we go for that one? So it says enter 0, 1, no. How do we go back? Nice. 0, 1, A. Why am I having so much trouble selecting A? There you go. 8, BE. So it's hex, isn't it? 8BE, 7FE. There you go, done. 01A, 8BE, 7FE. So I'm going to hit start. I'm going to put a bookmark in my book. I don't want to lose that page. It's quite an awkward thing to go through. Now I don't know if the codes are on or off by default. And also I noticed that the Game Genie itself has its own LED, interestingly. So game B, so we'll do one player, game B. So one line finish. I'll turn that down, we don't need the music. Well, to be honest, we always need the music in Tetris, but I'm more worried about, more worried about YouTube or someone doing a copyright. Oh, stop playing, I'm trying to play in the camera, but that's a bad idea. Playing on the screen is much better. Now let's see, it's going to come down, 3, 2, 1. Okay, nothing there. So I'm going to push the codes on off button. Right, so I've pushed it. Ah, the light went off. Oh, is that it? We won, did we? Hooray! So it works. So everything works. The Game Boy works, the Game Genie works, the screen is not corrupted. I am very happy. At least out of the ashes came some success. Now hopefully if I haven't posted it already, you will be seeing some sort of video again on this. It might not have the final 3D printed parts that I did to finish it off, but very good. Would you like to have a quick look? Of course you would. I'll just show you what these look like. Look at that. Neo Geo. Please like, share, subscribe, comment down below on these issues, and join my Discord for the chat. Here's the patrons. Thanks for watching.